In this video, I'll be doing a quick update of what's growing on in early April in my geodesic biodome. The roses are so close to opening up. Check out these buds on the At Last, the new Gildan Sunrose I have in here, and I also have a couple little buds starting on the Brindabella roses that I have growing in containers in the dome. All of these are very fragrant for shrub roses. Also in containers, I've got about 4 different hot pepper plants that I wintered over, and they're popping some really nice looking new growth on them. This is a third of the tomatoes and a few of the peppers that I've grown from seed this year. The weather's been a typical Ohio spring, up and down, up and down. We've been low at night, below freezing, where the heater has come on just a little bit because it's been so sunny and mild during the day with little wind. So the temperatures average in the dome about 60 to 75 degrees during the day, which is awesome for all these plants. As you can tell, they're doing great. I brought in a few different accent plants like this Variegated Ivy that's doing really well. It's actually in a little container sitting inside of a larger container, which makes a nice little zone for it. This prickly pear is getting ready to bloom. I can't wait. These blooms are always so exciting. And I had this grass just popping up in there. I just kind of left it because the plant seemed really happy with it. I moved my little petunia starters into their own little containers to see how they'll do right here. They're liking it under the pretty olive tree getting ready to bloom. There's plenty of new growth on my sweet kumquat tree in here. I've been enjoying the bloom on this pretty red tall geranium I brought in about 3 years ago. It's been living in the dome year round actually, and there is a container of red rooster grass in here that I'll be adding to a container for outdoors eventually here. I've been potting up the dahlias that I wintered over in the dome, and lavender back here. This floral mum's getting ready to bloom again, and this is exciting. My avocado tree back here actually has some new growth on it. I'm really hoping to get maybe a bloom on this year. Here's the rest of the tomato and pepper plants I started from seed that are out in the dome. I still have some in the house that I need to bring out because these are doing spectacular in these conditions. I wasn't really expecting that for peppers. Dahlias that I started in the dome, they're doing great. I need more room because they're doing awesome out here. This is that Saffron Crocus back there I kind of let die back a bit. I believe after this summer, when the new growth arrives on those crocus bulbs, that I may actually get some of the blooms with the saffron on it, so stay tuned. This lower container over here is loaded with greens. I've got oak leaf and a spicy salad mix. It's fun to take a bouquet in to enjoy with dinner. This is my celery supply that I use all winter long. It's really putting off some new growth. And this has been fun, a container of just basic border begonias you can get cheap at the garden center. I've been enjoying the green and the cute little blooms on this. I might use some in an Easter centerpiece for my dining room this year. It's so pretty and unique. Just in this little container. Check it out. The key is don't water it and just leave it be. It just sits right up here enjoying that late winter, early spring sunshine. I could go on and on all day featuring every one of these plants, but I've got this nice bouquet of greens I picked for dinner to go with dinner, my salad, and oh yeah, I've been leaving my bucket right under the peak of the door where the rain falls down, and I've got a nice little collection I've been using on some of the plants inside the dome, which really it hasn't needed watered too much. It's a nice perfect, the sun's just perfect this time of year, and there it is as it sets. Thanks for checking out my video today. You can find this and other creative living ideas on my website at brenhaas.com. I hope to see you there.